can, of course, upload the points to high school list. And of course that increases the fun, and therefore change behavior. And it had an effect. You know, one of these containers was used by 100 people per day. So in the same period they were measuring, it was twice as many people using it. Even at night. So the more bottles you return, the more points you got. Fun can obviously change behavior for the better. Now see, what about speeding? Speeding, driving too fast, the same situation. You can stop people and say, you pay some money, and maybe they drive slower next time, maybe not. But now, turn it on its head. Let's see. So we're driving through the streets of Stockholm, and there's two cameras. One camera filming the people driving too fast. You know, that is nothing new. Another camera is filming the people driving the correct speed. And there's one last, so here we are, this is camera here, filming you driving too fast. Another camera is filming the people driving the correct speed. And the people driving the correct speed participate in a lottery. They get a letter, congratulations, you are taking part in the speed lottery. You can win the money the people pay in who drive too fast. So, that's also true. So now you see there's also the results. So before the average speed was 32 and after is 25. And so now I'm just going to show you my last case, and I'm very proud of this because it's from a case from Hamburg. Because the agency behind it is Jungformat, they won a lot of prizes in Cannes, and they are our clients, and we help them to be inspired with a lot of innovations, a lot of microtrends, and they developed this case because they actually got all these inspirations all the time from us. So let's see how they work, what it does. It's the same thing, it's an advertising for a horror movie TV channel, and it works. They were thinking a good target group are the people who go to see a horror movie in the cinema. Clever. So now you go to see the film, and in the cinema you have to you see the following. Before the main film, there was a 10-minute short movie, an interactive film called Last Call. And when you go inside the cinema, there's a flyer. You have to leave your phone number if you want it. It was of course free. Then the software would detect one number. And you had to leave your mobile phone on this time in the cinema. Because during the film, the following happens.
Hallo? Hallo? Du musst mir helfen.
The answers are converted into commands, and the software plays out the corresponding scene. Because of this, each caller creates a different film. Not only do the U.S. naval protagonist's voice on the phone, they experience her steps, her breathing, her entire figure up close and parallel with the film.
Links oder rechts? Da unten ist jemand. Geh hoch.
Or never go up. Rule number one in a horror movie. So now,
Was soll ich tun? Soll ich
what should I do?
helfen oder weiter?
Weiter. Keep going. Go well. Okay, she made it, she survived, you made the right choices, but she always loses her mobile phone, and at the end you see a hand coming to the mobile phone saying, now I have your number. And then you are the next one. So I thank you for this journey to the outernet. I hope you liked it. If you're interested to learn more, talk to me after. I will stay the day with you, and I will want to give one present to Anton, because he helped organizing this here so well, and he's such a great moderator. The Trend Book 2012 for Anton. There you go.
Thank you.
And all people who are saying they know about augmented reality, I've got some trend summaries for you after the next speech.
Danke schon, mein lieber Freund. I always love your presentation. They always make significant difference in my life. Last time I learned the outernet. This time I'm learning gamification and stuff, and I'm persuaded that augmented reality is the technology that I have to make my bed, and I've used even with this phone, the augmented technology. So next session of questions answers won't be the usual one. I will try to support using the profile. Oh, Igor, you have the question. You've spotted by my app. Question to Nick.
Please.
I have a question. What about Afghanistan? How these technologies will help people in poor countries? And I think this kind of technologies will create an even bigger gap between Russia and other worlds and developing countries.
But Russia is part of the BRIC countries. I thought you are the new stars and the growth. But the thing is, that's a difficult discussion. But I tell you one thing: you can't stop it anyway. I mean, we can just discuss morally, we can discuss philosophically about it. It will happen. It will be taking place. It will be there. We can't change it. We have to accept that. And whether it's good or bad or anything, we can't. We can have our own opinions, but I just know, and that's why I tell you all these things, because it's gonna be definitely happening, and also it's here to stay.
Okay, next. Oh, I have this is the old Nokia, so I should install on iPhone. Next question. Any? Good question. Good questions. Ladies first.
I have a question about face recognition. And Google just yesterday or day before yesterday said he have a rule against face recognition because they say they're afraid that facial recognition could destroy fireflies. So
I know.
do it.
I tell you honestly, it's the similar answer to what I just given to I don't know your name, sorry, but because I'll tell you another news story. 2 weeks ago, the website or the database of Sony was hacked by some, and there was a big outcry, in the media. And I tell you honestly, the people who play Sony, they didn't care. I mean, honestly, no one cares. Well, the hackers don't do nothing with the data anyway. And I think it's always an image problem for the big companies, but I don't think the target group are actually worried about it. And digital natives don't care so much. Because it's a trade-off, They know I give my data to Facebook, but I can use it for free. Otherwise I have to pay. But then I don't have to, it's the same as Google. They're tracking all my data and things, but I can use it for free. So they know that, I think. So it's obviously something that is going on in the discussion. And I know Germany is a big country in defending data protection and all these things. But I think it's just, it's not going to stay.
Oh, you think that Google changed too much?
Yeah, at some point, yes.
Yes, please. It seems that there is still a huge gap between the advances in technology on the one hand and the reality, not the augmented reality, physical reality. For example, you can go to an electronic store and most of the TVs offered on sales will be HD or Full HD, right? Whereas most of the broadcasting is not even high definition. What do you think stands in the way between this beautiful technology that exists technically today and its implementation in the future?
Yeah, it's always the same. Right? So there are some people who want to make money because they had the hypothesis that calculation that this technology is going to stay for 10 years. All the business plans were made for 10 years, and now something new comes up. So I think it's a game changer. People have to understand that exponential development will speed up so much that that's the main problem. That there's managers who will, they think in long term or maybe even mid term, some business projections. And the problem here is that human thinking is linear, and technological development is exponential. So there's always more possibilities than possible. But I know it's difficult because there's, of course, they will say, but look at the average household. They don't have an HD TV set. They don't even have 3D TV sets yet. They don't have any receivers for this. So I agree. It's this kind of question: who starts? Who will set the technology? And I don't know. I mean, the good side about my job is I'm inspiring people with all these things. I don't find solutions because I don't have them either. I mean, honestly, it's a difficult problem. I think this digital gap will always be there, but I tell you also that it will, things will happen more quicker. So I don't think we can always think it took 20 years for this technology, so we will not take another. It's always going to be like 2-3 years old. Okay.
More questions? Nick, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.